I've started an experiment, but what I've done is I've locked them at a club for a couple of years. Then I've also set their next transfer, and we've sent 2 off to one club and 2 off to another club. So let's have a look at the players, and let's see if 4 Wonderkids, all brothers, can take Finland to World Cup, European Championship glory. I don't think 4 players can do that. Erling Haaland can't take Norway to international competition, but can they at least get to the knockout rounds? If you are new here, make sure you do go down and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos going forward. Make sure you do go and check out my Let's Play series. That's the heartbeat of this channel. It's to build a nation in Norway with my hometown club of Egersund. Okay, so having a look at the players, then we'll start with the goalkeeper. And as you can see, there's some development needed. His physicals are very poor. 1 strength. He's 6'7". 6'7" with 1 strength. But we'll be interested to see how he develops. 14 years old, contracted 2027. Then he's going to move to HJK, the best club in Finland, where maybe he'll have a season, maybe he'll have 5, who knows. But it's just step-by-step development for him. And then you have the defender, who, again, very poor strength, again 6'7", mentally fantastic again, not bad technically, and again he is transferred, but this time he is going off to Derby County. Again, I picked a club low down. I'm guessing they're probably going to be Championship or League One in a couple of years, we'll find out, but he's going off to Derby County. Then we have the midfielder, who looks decent, all-round midfielder, can't finish stuff because I didn't want them to... He can't finish and he can't head, even though he's 6'7", because I didn't want them to always convert them to strikers and defenders. I wanted them to use him as a midfielder all the way through. And then finally we have the attacker, who is probably the worst of the lot. So I'm interested to see how he's going to develop, but physically he's probably the best of the lot. So interested to see how they develop. Will staying in Finland ruin them a little bit? He's going to go off to HJK, the other one to Derby County. So like I say, it's 2 to HJK, 2 to Derby County. Let's jump forward 1 season and just see how they've developed. Have they got any stronger? Have they hit the gym? So first off, starting with the goalkeeper. He's been playing for, it looks like, the B team of, the reserve team of Oulu, who we've started the man. He started 8 times, conceded 9. His strength has gone up a little bit. Not major changes, but he's developed a little bit, shall we say. 15 years old now. Didn't make a first team appearance in season 1. Moving on to the defender, also featured for the reserve team. 27 appearances for them, so again, didn't make an appearance in the first team. Has developed a little bit. Does look like the strength does go up as they get older. Moving on to the midfielder, again, no first team appearances, again, only featured for the reserves. And the attacker had the worst appearances of them all, only featuring 4 times, scoring 1 goal. But I would say physically has improved a bit, technically has improved from 9s to 10 and 11s, and mentally has improved. So even though he started off as worst, he is developing. So we're moving on to the goalkeeper, and we're only a couple of months away from his transfer to HJK, and aged 18 now. Looking at his attributes, he's a fantastic looking player. All the attributes in the right area as a goalkeeper. Strength is up to 6 now, so that is improving as well. Agility's going up. He can't run, has no acceleration or pace. But he's only actually played 4 times for the first team. 57 appearances for the reserves, but only 4 appearances for the first team. So moving on to the defender, it looks like he has had some more appearances if we go on to his career. We can see played for the B team here, the B team. Then he did move into first team football in 2025 with 9 appearances and 27 appearances a year after. So he has started developing a lot more. 9 for strength now as well. So it does definitely improve dramatically as they get older. So that is something that's nice to see. It's nice to know they will improve. If we move on to the midfielder, he is developing nicely as well. 27 appearances for the first team now. They are looking much better. He has also been capped by Finland. The first one to be capped, potentially. Let's just check the attacker. And as you can see, he actually has 8 caps, and wow, he is developing very nicely. 48 appearances, so he's been capped the most. After the first season, he'd been capped the least by the B team, but he then moved right up into the first team and has been featuring for them ever since. He is looking like a very, very good striker. 8 caps for Finland, 6 goals. So these players are about to leave this club, and they've left them with no new titles, nothing really. They've just not played any games for this club, unfortunately. So they are going to move on from Oulu and never actually leave a mark on the club. So we stand with the goalkeeper here, and shockingly, he's not been capped by Finland yet. So he is getting kept out. We're going to actually go and check out the Finland goalkeeper in a second and see why he's not getting in, because attribute-wise, he looks fantastic in terms of his goalkeeping and mentals. And physically, he's not the worst as well now, with his jump and reach, his agility. His balance is good as well. I'm shocked. He's been playing for HJK's B team, only making 5 appearances for the first team, 19 years old now, and it looks like he's wanted by Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham and Napoli. I can see him moving on from this club. But if we drop in information, go on to his brother, the defender, who's now at Derby County, has been capped 9 times now, and has played 40 appearances in the Championship for Derby. He's on £1,000 a week, couple of years left on his contract. But wow, to think they start on one strength, that shows. I was worried in my Let's Play that they weren't developing. A lot of my youngsters only had 1, 2, 3 for strength. That shows as they get older, physicals have a great development. Physicals in your Football Manager save develop massively, and this simulation alone shows that. So the midfielder has been a hit at Derby County as well. 40 appearances for him as well. 19 years old. 8 caps for Finland now for the midfielder, and he is starting to look like a proper good midfielder. Derby County sit in 14th place. So these 2 players, the defender and midfielder, haven't pushed them to the next level in terms of being good enough to win the championship, and maybe next year for Derby County, who knows. And we're going to the information. Just check out the attackers at HJK. 17 international caps now. He's played 13 times for the first team, scoring 7. 3 times for the B team as well. So even though he joined them as an international player, he didn't straight away get into the first team. Now, before we jump forward, I want to see who is the goalkeeper keeping him out. Yeah, sack the manager. Sack the manager, because they are good enough. He is good enough to replace him as the number 1. He's not even second choice. He's not even third choice. What is going on? So we've jumped forward to 10 years into their career now, and I can see that in 2028, the keeper got transferred to Real Sociedad. He went for £900,000 after a good season for them in 25 games, 11 goals conceded, 15 clean sheets. He's moved on to Real Sociedad for 900,000, and he has become the first choice keeper at Real Sociedad. Now I do just want to check out of curiosity, if we go on to milestones, competition wise, Europa League winners. They also won the championship with HJK. And he got his first international cap age 19. So we see in titles, he won the Conference League. In terms of awards, in Finland, Real Sociedad, Goalkeeper of the Year, Spanish Goalkeeper of the Year, Best 11, World Golden Glove runner-up. So he's never won it, but he has been the runner-up. Moving on to the defender who was at Derby County. It looks like in the year 2029, so he was only there for... didn't even finish next season. He played 5 games and then moved on. For 39 million, he moved on to Liverpool and is now a first choice defender for Liverpool. And wow, when you look at them physicals and you see that he had 1 physical at the start, it shows the development. It shows the ability for them stats to grow so massively. So when you have 1 physical at the start, don't panic. This simulation shows that will be okay. Moving on to competition winners, Carabao Cup, FA Cup and Community Shield for the defender so far. So he has won some trophies as well. 60 appearances for Finland as well. So he is racking them up. Wow. Look at the development of this midfielder. Oh my days. 59 appearances for Finland. Wow. So he's playing at AC Milan. He went for 27.5 million after 6 games of the second season. So again, looks like he moved before the end of the August window. 27.5 million. If we go on to competition things, what have they won since he's been there? First international goal he picked up while he was there. Runners up. Serie A, so he's won the top division title. Serie A again. EA Sports Super Cup winners. EA Sport, Coppa Italia. The midfielder is racking up some titles there. And then finally we've got the attacker. He is a Bayern Munich, so I'm expecting titles. He went, after 39 appearances, 29 goals for HJK, he went for 1.9 million. Oh my days. And look at how he's developed. For 1.9 million pounds. They have a player who's played 141 games, scored 94 goals, and he's won a bit. So let's see, Liga Cup with HJK and the title. So yeah, he won the title 2 years in a row actually with HJK. Pokal, Bundesliga and Super Cup winners in Season 1. Champions League, Bundesliga, Super Cup runs-up and Super Cup winners in Germany. Bundesliga and Super Cup winners. Bundesliga, wow. He has done some stuff. Unbelievable. So we've seen how they developed, but what I'm interested in now is the end story. So we started on the keeper, and he stayed at Real Sociedad from 2028 to 2047 before moving for 2 years as goalkeeper for West Ham. 692 games for Real Sociedad, 831 games in total, only conceding 687. That is insane from him. So let's go through his history. So he was born in Helsinki, started his career in Oulu. I should have picked a team I can pronounce. Among the 9 winners' medals that Finland have collected during his career. Liga Cup with HJK, Conference League with Real Sociedad, Super Cup with Real Sociedad in 42, 43 and 45, the Copa del Rey in 2037, Europa League in 47, and the top flight with HJK in 27 and 28. He also won the World Cup Best Goalkeeper in 2038, so that shows Finland did well. We're going to check Finland in a bit. And then, wow, there's a lot of stuff there. We are going to check Best Goalkeeper, all that stuff in a second. West Ham player, he won the Premier League Golden Glove in 47-48. And then 48 Player of the Year as well. So, unbelievable. Fair play to him. So, the defender is a manager. So let's check this out though. So after being at Liverpool, he was there until 2043-44 when he went to Saudi Arabia. Our defender sold himself out. Al Ittihad for 68 million, and he was there for 2 years. He ended up picking up. Can we see how 122 caps for Finland he ended up getting? We didn't actually check the goalkeeper. We can check that in the Finland all-time 11. So I have a feeling he's going to be in there. Okay, let's go to milestones, can we? Competition-wise, let's have a look then. So we saw these ones. FA Cup and Community Shield winners. Premier League champions. Champions League winner. Oh, he won the Champions League with Liverpool. Community Shield. Super Cup winners. Premier League winners again. World Cup, Club World Cup winners. I thought it was the World Cup for a second. FA Cup, Community Shield, Premier League champions again. Carabao Cup, and the AFC Champions League. So he actually won the Champions League in Europe and in Asia. So moving on to the midfielder, and he actually stayed at Milan for 20 years. 737 appearances for Milan alone. And let's go through this, shall we? 28 competition wins throughout his career, 11 Serie A titles, EA Super Cup 9 times, Coppa Italia 7 times, and a Champions League. That is an absolutely insane record. Another insane thing to see: for 18 seasons, for 1.9 million, the attacker stayed at Bayern Munich, scoring 354 goals in 564 appearances for them. Absolutely insane. 38 competition wins for him, 15 Bundesligas, 9 Super Cups, a La Liga Cup with HJK, Pokal Cup 4 Pokals, a UEFA Super Cup 3 times, Champions League 4 times, and Finland top flight twice. It's just insane. It is absolutely insane. Now, one of the issues we've got is this is bugged. We can't go too far back, but you can see they ranked up to 12th in around 2040. So I'm interested to see if they're down to 32nd now. You can see as our players retired, they properly dropped off. So let's go to history first and go to best 11. So our keeper played 193 appearances. He was the last one to get capped, if you remember. 193 appearances. Our defender, 122 caps. Our central midfielder, 137 caps. And our attacker, 155 appearances for Finland. I want to go on the schedule. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to go all the way back to the start. So the first cup seasons, he didn't make any appearances. Let's see if we can see any qualification for major tournaments. There's nothing. There we go. World Cup, second round defeat to Spain with our midfielder on the score sheet for them. Euro qualifying. We got to the Euros. We went out in the second round. World Cup qualifying. We didn't qualify for the World Cup there. Don't think they did, because there's no World Cup pops up the season after. Euro qualifiers, they got to the quarterfinals of the Euros. I think Finland in real life would take that. World Cup qualifying, they definitely qualified there in 37. And they made it third place. The attacker scored in the third place playoff. None of them scored in that round. The attacker scored all 3 in the round of 16. The attacker scored 2 there. Midfielder on the score sheet there. And a 9-1 win there. 3 goals to the attacker, 4 for the midfielder. So they got a third place playoff in 2038. Semi-finals of the Euros, losing to England in 40. Round of 16 going out to Denmark. That's disappointing in the World Cup. Quarterfinals of the Euros. Then I'm just wondering if at this point, the players, they've stopped and they've retired, and their group stage loss, and after they've retired, Finland went down. So I think in real life, if Finland got to the semi-finals of a World Cup and the semis of a Euros, I think Finland would be happy. So these 4 players have really developed Finnish football. The problem is, has it carried on after? I don't think so. It looks like the players have just massively dropped off. League rating-wise, they are the 27th highest, just behind the Allsvenskan. So they've developed the league. Is that anything to do with the players? Potentially, we don't know. So we're going to look through some awards here. So we've got FIFA Best Men's Goalkeeper. So I'm just looking up here to see if at any point I see our goalkeeper, and I don't. Does he come anywhere in this list? I'm looking through. Am I missing something in terms of is there a reason he doesn't appear anywhere on this list at all? He's not anywhere to be found here. Disappointing. Disappointing, that's for a fact. Let's go on to World Golden Glove. Did he get any of these? Keeper Finland there in 30-31. So let's start here and work our way up and see how many times he pops up. So there's one. Keeper Finland pops up there. Keeper Finland, second place in 37-38. Keeper Finland, third place the year after. Third place again. Second place. Second place, second place, third place, third place, third place, third place. Even when he was the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, he didn't manage. How can he win Premier League Goalkeeper of the Year, but the Man City defender won World Golden Glove? That's harsh. That's harsh. FIFA Ballon d'Or. Did we get anywhere on this? Let's work our way up again. Midfielder came second place in 30-31. Midfielder came third place there. Midfielder won it in 32-33 with our attacker in third place. So domination there. Attacker came second in 33-34. Midfielder third. Then the midfielder won it in 34-35. Midfielder came second, attacker third there. Midfielder won it. Midfielder won it. Midfielder won it. Domination. Then midfielder comes second. And that was the last time we saw any of our players, I think. Yeah, after that our players disappeared from the Ballon d'Or. FIFA Best Man's Player. You can see the midfielders won it a few times, nobody else. So it isn't looking like our midfielder was the best player. FIFA Pro Player of the Year. Midfielder, attacker, midfielder. This Alan Granite is... Oh, wow. Okay. We can accept that. He's quite decent. Team of the Year. So let's go all the way back and let's see if we featured much in this. Let's see when we first pop up. I'm guessing it's in the next couple of seasons there. Finland attacker from Bayern Munich in the starting 11. Then our midfielder and attacker appears in it. Our defender, midfielder and attacker in 32. Was the goalkeeper? He wasn't. Again, defender, midfielder, attacker. Again, defender, No, the midfielder doesn't appear in the starting 11 there. Okay. But attacker, midfielder, defender, midfielder, attacker. Same again. Was it same again? No, it wasn't. Again, in 37, our midfielder didn't get in it. But this year after, our midfielder gets in, our attacker doesn't. Our defender does. Same again, but the attacker isn't in it. Are you telling me? One thing I'm checking now is... Wow. Our midfielder and our defender feature in the All Seasons one. Our goalkeeper didn't feature once in the starting 11. Not once. Our attackers on the bench here. Haaland topped it with 339 goals in 605. I mean, it's tight. I mean, actually, our attacker did better. And technically should be ahead of Haaland if we're going to be picky. But, wow. What a journey. What a season some of these players had. Some Ballon d'Ors, some Champions Leagues, some Serie A titles, some Premier League titles, Asian Champions Leagues, Finland getting to the semi-finals of a World Cup. It's been an experiment. I'm disappointed at no point did our goalkeeper get in the all-time 11. I'm disappointed that Finland didn't win a Euros or World Cup. But it's always exciting to see how things develop. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman. I'll see you next time.